Hello, welcome to our cozy corner of hell.
This is episode 1.
Yeah.
Numero uno.
So exciting.
We have been wanting to do a podcast for a while because we just think there's not enough of them.
Absolutely not.
I just think the market is truly undersaturated.
Just realised that I didn't even brush my hair.
Oh. Well, at least you're being authentic. That's the
Sorry,
real
guys.
you. It's a real you, girl.
I forgot.
I'm Ash,
I'm Han.
and we're best friends, and we live together. And we're in our late 20s, and this is hell.
I hate it out here.
That's pretty much all I got to say. So we thought that we would take a little long form sort of content, so that you guys can come with us once a week, hang out in our house, in our couch, drink wine with us, and listen to some incredibly crazy, what are they? Reddit stories.
Mm-hmm. I have gotten us some spicy Reddit stories. We're going to go through...
Spicy?
No, not
Oh.
spicy. Not that kind of spicy.
God, I was going to be like, I didn't...
No way. We're not making a porno.
I know, I was like...
It's not OnlyFans. God.
I wish.
Oh, honestly. Need to get on that. Just kidding.
Why?
I'm not. The money.
I totally would.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying why wouldn't you?
Oh, I thought you said why would you?
No, wouldn't.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Great question.
I just am too like mentally ill for that. That's the only reason I haven't done it.
Yeah.
Literally the only reason.
Yeah. I feel like you would
I would
have a breakdown.
yeah, because I would be like, nothing. Oh my God. Our cat Pugsley just sat on the toy and
Got really confused.
acted like someone took it, but okay.
Okay. So, we're going to go through in categories. We're going to go, am I the asshole first?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do some dating horror stories second. We're going to
I
do...
could fill a whole.
What?
I could fill a whole like
Oh.
category.
Oh, could you ever, mate? Then we're going to do some spooky ghost stories. And then we're going to go into some true crime stories.
I want to do a shot for some reason.
Like, go off. Do it.
Am I okay?
I don't know.
I don't know if I am.
No. That's a chat for another day, I feel.
Like, I don't know if I'm like, I think I need to like, you know?
Yeah. Like right now? Like, do you mean like with the shot or
Yeah,
can you do some of your tapping?
No, that'll make me more, like, that'll make me chilled out.
Oh, yeah, true. Don't do that. Stop
No.
immediately. Do you want to go do it then? We can pause.
No.
Not yet.
I would if I could just summon it. Did you ever do that as a kid where you go like this and like when a gust of wind would come and you'd be like, fuck, I shut that door?
No.
Oh.
That does sound like something I would have done as a kid, but I never thought of that.
I did do that.
No.
I fully thought I could shut stuff with my mind.
I
Until
thought-
like way later, like maybe like 14.
Yeah. I fully thought that I could do shit with my mind. And like...
Are you joking? Because I'm being serious.
No, I am.
Oh, okay.
No, I did think I could do stuff with my mind. But also, up until like, actually now, I still believe this. But I'm like, get scared that like everyone can read my thoughts.
Oh, I don't care
That my
about that.
thoughts are like coming out loud. That I'm like yelling them
That's like
to
an
people.
anxious thing, I think. An
Is it?
anxiety. I don't know.
Oh. Okay.
I would even like, I was so like, the bipolar was so real. Like I was definitely in psychosis like half of the time. Because like I would be like, I would like, I'm not joking. Like or maybe I just read too much. But I remember as a kid, like genuinely being like having a sleepover and I'd be like 8 and I'd be like, and then I'm not, I shit you not. How the fuck did I have so many friends? And then they're probably terrified of me. And then the door would like slowly swing shut. It was definitely obviously the wind. But I was like, my friends would be like, oh my God. And I'd be like, don't tell anyone. I'm not joking.
I used to think that I could like change my like face with my mind. Like I could like
You can, babe. It's called facial expression.
No. change like features on myself.
Like
with my
Tonks
mind.
from Harry Potter?
Yeah, like I could like shapeshift. And I was like, I would like stare at myself in the mirror. I'd be like, I want this. And then I'd wake up the next day and be like, it happened. Nothing changed. I was just a fucking moron.
At least you weren't like pretending to move things with your mind.
I was pretending to change my own facial shape.
I know there has to be something sad about that, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Something dark there.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
But I would fully do that.
What?
Like, like that's...
Like, make Listen, we were all weird as kids. Kids are weird.
Okay.
Kids are fucking weird.
Anyways,
okay?
let's keep going.
Anyway, so yeah, and then true crime, then we're going to finish on a lighter note with some animals who are saving the day. Some furry little heroes. Some floofy queens and kings. Can you two please not unplug anything? Thank you. Chill out. They haven't run around all day and now.
I know. But I don't want to stop them because they're so fat.
I know. Honestly, keep running.
Fuck.
Hop to it. So, am I the asshole? Why would you name your baby that? You're going to get mad.
I was just about to say, I'm looking into my future.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm going to name my baby something heinous.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
My kids are going to have the most pretentious names.
And no one's going to be able to spell them. Not even them. The poor kids. The poor teacher with the role. Imagine them. They're like, Madame. They're like, no, actually, it's Kyle.
Actually, it's Robert.
Yeah.
Just has a silent S. Okay, anyway, keep going.
So, my wife, sorry. My wife worked for a company where she entertains clients. This night was a nice dinner in hopes of gaining their business. So on this night, she was entertaining this couple, Gilbert and his pregnant wife. Yeah.
I don't know why it's funny.
We sit down and order some fine alcoholic beverages, and Gilbert's wife had water. Now, I must say before I go any further into this, 1, I'm a lightweight when drinking. 2, I don't have much of a filter ever, even when sober. 3, what I say isn't meant to be degrading or to hurt people, but when I'm talking, it just comes out because it's what I'm thinking.
I think that's such a shitted excuse.
I agree.
I think that's not an excuse.
Right? Like, be an adult.
Do you know what I mean?
I do.
Anyway, keep going.
Who doesn't want to say what they are thinking? But that's where most people's filter kicks in, but not me. It's giving like...
I know someone like this. It really pisses me off.
Who?
I'll tell you later.
By the time we get our appetizers, I'm 2 frozen drinks in. And Gilbert and I are having a good time, as men do, while the women are chatting it up.
Oh, it's a man?
It is a man.
Oh, even worse.
I know, I knew. That's... Yeah.
Oh, even worse. 2 frozen drinks in. Okay, you fucking 13-year-old. With your Von Dutch hat. What the fuck? What do you mean? 2 frozen drinks in.
Frozen strawberry
I'll take
daiquiri.
I was just about to say, I'll take a frozen strawberry daiquiri. Extra strawberry. What a fucking loser. That is so brat summer, and he is not.
Brat summer.
It is. That's so brat coded, and he's not.
No,
Also,
he's
no,
not.
neither's Gilbert. I can't imagine having
Gilbert.
a ride of a time and a drink with a guy named
I
Gilbert.
feel like Gilbert's not drinking a frozen drink. I feel like Gilbert's got like a whiskey.
I feel like Gilbert's
Straight.
just a pile of bones. Gilbert's just a headstone. That's how fucking old he
In a
is.
jar.
Maybe Gilbert was the friends we made along the way. Okay, keep going. Well, it's not even funny. We're not even funny, but I think
we're funny.
Okay.
We think we're hilarious. Okay. Well, by the time the main course gets here, I'm feeling pretty good and my filter is gone.
He's full of rosies.
So now that dinner has arrived, we are all in the same conversation.
Sorry, I just thought of the head in the jar again. Sorry. It's not
It's like,
funny.
darling, can you cut my steak up for me? Just drop it in.
It's not even funny. Shut up.
It's just fish food. Gilbert and his wife are talking about being new parents and the due date is almost here. So Gilbert's wife tells us they're having a baby boy. Aww. Yay! So we are congratulating them and toast to the new parents and baby boy. At this point, I'm 3 drinks in with Gilbert because we're not driving home. I should have said... I just saw... I should have said this earlier that I don't remember anybody's name once they introduced to me.
This person is a fucking prick.
I know, I hate them.
I say, it's like, I say whatever I want and I don't remember your name. It's like, so you're an asshole?
Yeah.
Cool.
Immediately, asshole.
I have facial blindness, so I actually understand, but that's an autism thing. So
I do struggle with people's names, but again, that's probably an ADHD thing.
Do you think?
I don't know.
Or maybe you just shit.
I am shit.
Yeah.
I am pretty shit. So, no, I do struggle with, like, I don't listen. I don't listen to people when they introduce themselves most of the time.
I think I'm, like, anxious. Like, I'm planning out what I'm going to say next while they're telling me their name.
Do that.
Yeah. So they're like, probably, hey, I'm Maddie or whatever. And I'm like, next I'm going to ask about this and I'm going to compliment her hair. But I'm like thinking it in my head. I'm like, and then I'm like, blah, 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 and I like speak over the top of them. And they're like, oh my God. And then I see them again. They're like, hey. And I'm like, hello.
Yeah.
Who are you? Yeah. Because the whole time I was like, talk about earrings and don't yell at her. Like, I think that's maybe why.
That makes a lot of sense. Active listening.
Yeah, I'm
you
not.
Need to practice your active listening.
Yeah.
We both do.
Yeah, we do.
We do. We're terrible.
I'm always thinking about what I'm going to say to someone. Like, and I'm like, when they're telling a story, I am physically restraining myself. Like, I shit you not, I need to be gagged because I'm like, I have a story like that with like anything. Someone's like, oh, I saw a chicken, and I'm like, oh, come on. I'm like waiting for them to finish their story. I'm like, because I've got some stupid fucking thing that no one cares about. No one cares.
That's actually...
But I'm going to tell it.
That is one thing that I love about you. Like...
Fuck my life. I must be inside. No wonder, like, you're my only friend. Well, no, I have other friends. I love you guys. But, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I must be so annoying. I think about it all the time.
I was about to say that, like, that's one thing that I really enjoy about our friendship because, like, I don't love talking to people. Mate.
I'm annoying.
I'm going to get her another drink in a second. But, so, I was going to say, you'll say
me having a crisis, I'm like, I'm annoying.
Yeah. No, you'll say to me, like, oh, Han, you tell the story. And I know I'll get, like, a sentence in and you'll be like, oh, we're there! I'm like, excellent, she can take over.
Oh,
But you always tell a story better anyway.
I
so
love
I
a good story. No, it's a performance is what it is.
Exactly.
There is no such thing as a relaying of something. It is a performance.
It is. It is a whole performance.
I know. I don't know. I fucking shut up. Do you know what I mean? But I can feel myself doing it. Like, I can feel myself yapping, and then I'll hit like a corker of a joke. I'll know it's funny. Everyone laughs. But then it's like crack to me. I'm like Edward Cullen with Bella's blood. It's like a drug to me.
You're like a toddler when they get a little bit of praise.
Yeah, then I'm like, I'm dead! You know, like, fucking shut up. You moron. Sit down. No one cares. Anyway. Just done it again.
What's the point? It'd be pretty boring if you didn't.
Okay, keep going. Sorry.
I should have said this earlier, that I don't remember anybody's name once they are introduced to me. My brain just doesn't hold on to that information for whatever reason. So, as Gilbert's wife told us that the baby boy's name is going to be Gilbert, I yelled out, Gilbert! I assume that's how he yelled it. I don't know. I started laughing hysterically and couldn't stop. My wife was kicking me under the table non-stop while I was laughing. So I finally was able to get out, why would you name your kid Gilbert? He will be made fun of his whole life. Gilbert and his wife look devastated. My wife grabs me and somewhat quietly says, his name is Gilbert. Without hesitation, I looked at Gilbert and said, See? You know what I'm talking about then. I just could not stop laughing for a few minutes. So with my leg throbbing...
Puggy. Sorry, I clocked him in the head by accident a little bit. Sorry, Bubby.
Did you just meow into the microphone?
I think so. Did you meow in here, Bubba? You want to say meow? Meow. No. No comments at this time.
Fair enough. It's been traumatic.
I know. I yeeted him off my bed earlier by accident.
What a traumatic day.
I've just clocked him in the head. Sorry, baby. Okay, anyway, this story is stupid, but keep going.
Okay, so with my leg throbbing and my wife kicking me under the table, the mood completely went south from there, and we finished the dinner
Well, duh.
mainly in silence. My wife was upset with me when we left that night, but she knows I don't have much of a filter. After that, she stopped inviting me to dinners because I was costing her clients and bonuses and fully paid for tropical trips for 2. I also get the benefit of those. Now, a few months later, I ran into Gilbert totally by chance. When I saw him, I yelled loudly, "Hey man, what's up?" He was kind enough and came over and talked to me. I asked if the baby was born yet. He rattled off the stats.
Why the fuck would you ask about the baby?
Right.
You've just been like, I'm going to personally kick the shit out of that baby. Like, I'm personally going to bully the absolute bananas out of that kid. I'm going to send my kid to slam that kid in a locker. Like, why the fuck would you be like, how's your dumb nerd baby? What's his name again? Something fucking stupid?
Stats of 8 pounds and 4 ounces and the full name of the baby. It wasn't Gilbert.
Well, I mean,
sad.
kind of did do the kid a service, though, to be fair.
Yeah, listen.
Like, I think this guy's an absolute moron, asshole, stupid idiot.
Yeah.
But also, like, one less Gilbert.
One last bag of bones.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay, and then it just finishes with, I'm not proud of what happened, but I still think I saved a kid from being picked on by kids at school. We will really never know, but that's my story. Was I the asshole?
Yes.
Absolutely, right?
Yes, you're an idiot.
Also, like, if you know that you're a lightweight and you're going to dinner with an important dinner with your wife and her business partner.
Yeah,
like, don't
exactly.
drink.
He's just, like, ruined it for the wife, too.
So sad. So rude.
What an idiot.
Right? He's dumb. Do you want more wine? Next up.
Next category.
Yeah. We have dating horror stories. So for this one, I've pulled it from someone asked the question, what's the worst date or dates you have been on? And this first one is very short, but I just needed to add it in because it's hilarious. So first one. He turned up a foot shorter than he said and at least a decade older, making it worse, in tight white jeans. Then, as he came in, tried to lunge at me to kiss me, open-mouthed, dodged it, and just left. Got a text saying, was it the jeans?
That's like that's like assault.
Oh.
How do you lunge at someone open mouth? You're like,
Yeah,
like they're coming at like the scream mask.
Yeah, I don't know.
White jeans.
White jeans.
Do you know what? I could let the white jeans go. I've let some really heinous stuff go.
You have. Maybe you should not let the white jeans go.
No.
Maybe
I'm saying in comparison, I could overlook the white jeans. Like, say he's like, fuck, I love these jeans and they make me feel so great. Like, I'd be like, okay,
like, go off,
okay, baby, like, whatever, right? I've overlooked some heinous outfit choices in my time, but it's the foot shorter.
Then what do you
Like,
say?
you don't fuck around. Like, I'm not going to go tell someone I'm 6'4". I'm 5'4". Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, that's big.
That's
a big
A
difference.
foot is not like 5'4" to 5'5". A foot is like a fucking foot. Like, however big a foot is.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, that's not good. Wait, so he must have been like...
So what did
let's
he say? Like, say he's at like, what, 6'1"? What is he, 5'1"?
Yeah, that's what I mean. He said like, he's like, I'm 6'11". He's fine. Like, that's
There's
the only
no
way it
way.
could be.
There's no way. Maybe he wasn't him. Maybe he was like just, I don't know. Maybe it was totally a catfish.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
But the lunging.
I know, that's weird.
He would have got his teeth knocked out. That were me. I would have been like,
The text after though, was it the jeans?
yes, troll.
Okay. Last year, I went on a date with a guy I met online. He seemed nice. We'd exchanged messages for about a week before we arranged the date. He was a manager at a construction company. House, car, dog, allotment, and his profile said he was in his mid-30s. We arranged to meet at a pub halfway between us, and I was excited. It was so bad. He was...
No.
Not good. He was easily mid-50s. I refused to believe he had been in his 30s within the last decade. It got so much worse. I'm pretty sure he was in a cult. I've dealt with anti-vaxxers before. Fine, you respect my right to choose to have a vaccine, and I'll respect your choice not to. But this guy was another ballgame. He didn't believe in medicine. He told me about how proud he was that his mum, who died of cancer, didn't get treatment. He told me that if he broke a bone, he wouldn't get it fixed. He would just let it heal. It was all about natural selection, and medicine was preventing that, and so the world was becoming populated with weaker people. Shall I carry on? Okay. Then there was the water thing. He didn't use tap water because it's poisonous. Instead, every 2 weeks, he drove hundreds of miles with some kind of tank to transport water from a well to his home.
Wait, what? Wait, what well? He was just like, that's the one.
I guess he just went and found a well.
Oh,
I don't know how many wells there are near him.
Oh, no. This is giving mental illness. I feel bad.
Yeah. Or just crazy town.
Yeah.
And he thought I was crazy for using a Brita filter for my water. Can it get worse? Yes. He ended the date by asking to see me again and then gave me a schedule for our relationship. He'd know in the next 3 months if he wanted to live with me, and then I'd move in with him and sell my house. Within 3 months of moving in with him, he'd know if he'd want to get married. Why is it giving, if you give a mouse a cookie, you ask for a glass of milk?
Oh, no. There's so much wrong with it. Yeah, there's so many things.
Within 3 months of moving in with him, he'd know if he'd want to get married. So expect a proposal about 6 months in the future. We'd need to have a short engagement because I was 28, the horror, and it's bad for women to have babies after turning 30. But women should also only have babies when married. If I survive childbirth, he'd obviously want more kids too. I told him I didn't want to see him again because of our differing beliefs and legged it to the car. I'd blocked his number before setting up the sat-nav and have thankfully never heard from him since. I also haven't been on a date since. I'm now happily single with 2 dogs.
So, okay.
If she survived childbirth.
My God. There are people like that. Also, very strange of him to be like the natural way, but he's on like Tinder.
Right?
Like the natural way would be for you to go and kill a boar and like bring out the head home or something in a loincloth. Like, go on. Off you go. Also,
so
natural selection, like, yeah, for sure. Medicine is saving, for sure.
Yeah, but like that's...
But speaking from someone as a nut allergy, like, I am grateful. Because I would have been toast. Nut allergy, also asthma, I'd be gone.
But also, like, that's just, like, progress and, like, evolution. And,
oh, no.
humans.
And speaking from someone whose mum did die of cancer, like, oh.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad she died and she didn't get any treatment. Like,
what?
Well,
I'm sure she isn't.
I'm sure that if we somehow spoke to Patricia on the other side, she would not be happy.
Crack out the Ouija board, people.
Also, I'm very intrigued about the well of it all.
I know. I'm unclear where he's finding this well.
But also, why that well? How do you know that well is like the promised well?
That's a great question. All things.
Also, and then like the 3 months, 3 months, 3 months. That is.
Yeah, spooky, right?
Yeah.
But like, where do you even find a well? I wouldn't even know where to look.
If I saw one, I'd stay so far away. I cannot even tell you.
Oh, 100%.
For me, wells give like horror movie energy.
Yeah, The Ring.
The Ring?
Yeah,
Yeah.
The Ring.
Did she come out of a well?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's ruined wells for me.
But also, like, how do we trust the water in the well? Where does the water in the well come from?
I don't know.
Where does well water come from?
I would argue, is it just a big bucket? Are wells
think
big
so.
buckets? I would
don't
not
know.
like to get my water from a bucket.
No. Well, it's been just sitting there stagnant.
And then what if there's like birds and stuff that fall in, or like
Well, usually there's lids.
to wells?
Yeah, wells have lids, don't they?
Don't they? Do they?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Guys, in the comments, do wells have lids?
I think they don't. I think they just have this sort of pulley system, which is sort of like a big rope, and then
Yeah,
like a
they do
little
have that.
a rickety ass old bucket, and then you like get the bucket down and then scoop.
Oh, that'd take so long to fill up a tank with 2 weeks worth of water.
Yeah, he mustn't be a big water drinker.
Or he just has a lot of time
His
on his
system
hands.
would not be alkaline. He would not be drinking very much water.
No.
I'm surprised he went to the pub. Like,
Yeah. Why are you drinking alcohol?
yeah.
Very confusing, man.
Now I really don't know what a well is.
I know, I'm really like caught up on the well situation.
I'm picturing like this little brick situation.
Yeah, that's what I'm picturing.
Okay.
But they do have lids
Ow.
often, and you take the lid off the well and then you put the bucket down. I think.
Right.
Again, don't quote me. 'cause I
Doesn't
could be wrong.
seem the height of sanitation. Do you know what I mean? Like, it
Not
doesn't
at
seem
all.
like,
I don't even know where the water comes from.
well, people must pour it in the bucket. Well, in the well.
What's the point?
Well, that's, I don't know.
Wait, or does it not have a lid and the water from the rain goes in?
Well, that can't be good because there'll be leaves and frogs.
Oh, yeah, true. How do wells work? Someone please explain how wells work.
Moving on.
Anyway.
Ugh. I bet you they're people that are like fucking idiots.
We are idiots.
Yeah, no, we really are.
Proper.
Sorry.
Okay, so we're going to move on to our spooky section.
Woo!
We're going to do some ghost story. Well, a ghost story. This one's actually also kind of short.
Okay.
I was driving home from a friend's house when I was 17. It was mid-July, hot as absolute hell, hazy, and there was no breeze to help. I was about 2 miles from my home on a dirt road. I was driving slow because my windshield was foggy, no AC, and the deer were a problem because the bugs were driving them out of the woods. Good. A white wispy...
Wait.
I was waiting for it.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
What, like, buzz, get the fuck out of here, buzz. Like,
They're like, fuck off.
do you know what?
There's the bad ones.
That's actually so real that the bugs were so annoying. The deer are like, fine, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm going outside. It's like my pop at Christmas used to sit in the car with the aircon on. And he'd be like, it's fucking hot in here. And he'd like go and sit in this massive car and be like, with the aircon pumping, be like, Poppy, thanks for our Christmas present. You're welcome, doll. Like, Ma, why is Poppy in the car? It's very hot, Ashley. He's too hot.
Damn hot.
That's giving the deer.
Yeah, it is.
The deer's like, fine.
The deer are like, fuck off, you're all so annoying.
Yeah, 2 mosquitoes down. Okay, anyways.
Anyway. A white wispy figure crossed the road about 50 feet in front of me. I stopped because whatever it was, I didn't want to hit it. I look at it, not sure what it was. Then it looked back at me. Once I saw it, had eyes, and wasn't a solid thing, it freaked me out pretty bad. Then it just dissipated like cigarette smoke.
See, I wouldn't be that scared of that. That's just like a glorified fart. Like, do you know what I mean? Like when people, like when I watch movies and stuff, because I love horror movies, when I watch them and there's like a smoky ghost, I'm like, what are you going to do? You won't.
Horror fart.
Do you know what I mean? Like you won't. What are they going to do? Like blow away? Like when shit's solid or something, then I'm like, oh no.
Yeah,
you know?
that's spooky.
Like wispy, like, does wispy mean skinny?
I think it can.
Oh my God.
No.
I'm so jealous.
Wispy's like, you stupid bitch. Done with you.
Okay, keep going. Oh my God, she's literally so skinny she's see-through. My dream.
Oh my god.
Anyway, keep going.
I'm telling myself it was just fog or whatever. I knew
With eyes?
but I knew it was more, he says after that.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just trying to... He's just
Must have been fog. Okay.
the fog had eyeballs.
Yeah, what the fuck? This is a weird story. Just the deer out of the forest. This sounds like my musings before I got on Circle. The deer chased out by the bugs. Everyone's like, what, Ashley? And I'm like, oh, he had eyes. Must have been the fog. They're like, what?
The fog always has eyes. Don't you see them?
It's giving me pre-meds. The deers are out. The mosquitoes must have told them to flee. Like, what?
The bugs have chased them out of their hole. They've taken over. Oh, God. Okay. I'm telling myself it was just fog or whatever, but I knew it was more. I was freaked out. Normally, I would have just gone downstairs to my room when I got home. My dad was an insomniac and slept when he could in the recliner in the living room. I wouldn't want to disturb
why he's not
him.
fucking sleeping. Can't sleep sitting up. You can. You can.
I can, famously.
Do you know how often I come home and I'm like, Hannah? And she's like an 80-year-old man. She's like the man from The Conjuring that's like, get out of my chair. You know the one?
Yeah, I do.
That's so you. That's your future.
I look into my ghost self.
You literally.
Actually, no, not my ghost self.
That is your future. Like, if you, like, when you die, if you die.
If I die.
Like,
No,
if
I'm not going
you're
to.
not, she's like, I'm not. When you die one day when you're really old, you're totally going to be the kind of person that, like, haunts their, like, recliner.
Absolutely.
Or, like, haunts something, like, so stupid. And you'd be the pettiest person. Like, it goes to some nice young family and you're like, boo, get the fuck out of it. That is so you.
I won't like haunt the house that like my family grew up in or anything.
No,
I'll haunt like this house.
It'll be something like something that's you've just like that's mine.
Yeah.
Like the petty
Don't
level.
touch that. Oh. I wouldn't want to disturb him. Insomnia is awful. I went up there to see if he was awake because I wanted to tell him what I saw.
It's like my worst nightmare. Insomnia.
Yeah.
Like I'm like terrified of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like yeah, for sure.
Yeah. For someone who like didn't sleep for like.
Well, I think I'm terrified of it because I had it as well.
Yeah.
But never like I never had it like bad. Like one of my best friends, she has like terrible. It's oh my god. Mm-hmm. Anyway, sorry, keep going.
No, you're all good. Because I wanted to tell him what I saw. I could peek in there and see if he was awake. Then I'd tell him. I didn't see him in the recliner, so I looked around the corner. He was face down on the floor. I called an ambulance and they took him. He had a major heart attack. 100% he would have died if I wouldn't have went upstairs to tell him about the figure on the road.
Whoa.
Right? Someone was looking out for him.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think... oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Right?
Fuck, yeah, he's definitely meant to be there.
Yeah. Someone up there was looking out for him and said, not your time, buddy.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, that's hectic.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I would fully believe in everything after that. I mean,
Oh,
I
same.
personally do, but
Yeah.
like...
Yeah. Oh. I do as well, but I would, 100%. I would never question, like, anything ever again. I'd just be like, that's it.
That's
Bigfoot,
nuts.
sign me up. Right?
Yeah. That stinks.
They've been so gassy recently.
What the fuck is going on? Maybe they have a bug.
Maybe. We'll find out when we get Potter's poop back. They're not going to return it, but...
Damn.
They're like, here you go.
Fucking hell.
Oh, God.
I love them so much. I'm just sick of them farting in my face. Like, I would literally lay down and die for my cats, but why do they have to fart so much? Like, and it's always on me.
To be fair, Porter ran up to me and farted and ran away today.
Like, we don't deserve anything more, I get it, but like...
Is it necessary?
Like, shit. Like, I'm just minding my own business, trying to make a podcast, trying to make a living. I'm trying to give you a better life, Pugsley. He just farted right in my face. Just wafted up.
It always stinks so bad too.
Anyway, I am but your humble servant, so it's fine. Continuing on.
Moving on to true crime.
Woo!
This one, title. Fought off my would-be kidnapper with the help of Simba. As in the Lion King.
Oh, I know who he is.
You looked confused. You're like...
Yeah, but I'm like, okay,
like
first of all...
By the would-be... Okay, yeah, sorry.
Wow. Okay, so much to unpack already. First of all, bold of you to think that I don't know who the fuck Simba is.
I know.
King Simba of Pride Rock.
Yeah.
Of course I fucking know who he is.
I know.
Secondly, well, I'd argue it's not the Simba.
Well, no.
Like,
no.
Perhaps a fella named Simba. The fact that you turned to me like, the Lion King. Like, yeah, no, I know who he is.
You looked confused.
Well, that's because it could be a bird named Simba. We don't know. It could be
enough.
Anyone's pet or whatever.
Yeah. Yep, you're right.
Okay, anyway.
My bad. I'm sorry. I told this story to a friend recently and they seemed genuinely surprised. I guess I thought something similar happens to everyone. They suggested sharing my story, so this seemed a fitting place. It was the summer of 98, hot California desert. I was 5 years old, riding shotgun in my mum's crappy little convertible. It barely ran, but the seats were red velvet.
Convertible and crappy go in the same sentence.
Right.
We had a car that had tennis balls on the side. I'm not joking. It was green. It was fugly.
Why were there tennis balls on it?
I don't know. I think it was like the fuggliest car that anyone didn't want.
It was a fashion choice?
I don't know. They were like painted little tennis ball. I don't know. There was no tennis.
Wait, they were stuck on... Oh, they were painted on.
Painted.
I thought they were just tennis balls stuck on.
No, they were like little like ball, and it was like green and like so small and like...
Your parents were very into... Well, your aunt and uncle were very into tennis.
I'm talking about my mum.
Oh, that's weird. Okay.
And it was like the ugliest car. It was so cheap. It was so bad.
Guys, what's happening?
I don't know. I think it was just the cheapest car you could get. We weren't very well off.
Fair enough.
Sorry, I was just making a socioeconomic comment about convertible and crappy.
Yeah. It barely ran, but the seats were red velvet and the radio worked.
Oh my God, icon.
Right? And the radio worked, and being able to take the top down almost made up for the lack of air conditioning. My days were normally spent at daycare or the babysitters, as my single student mum put in long hours at her job to provide for us.
Aww.
I didn't mind. It just meant days like today were even more special.
Oh, this is cute. This reminds me of my mum.
Yeah. Mum was driving me across to the next county to my cousin's house for a birthday party that was going to be complete with dress-up games and ice cream cake.
Fun!
Right? To truly seal the deal, she had taken us to McDonald's right before we headed out on our drive.
This is a good day.
Right?
She's hit the goddamn jackpot.
Banger of a day. I got a Happy Meal with a stuffed Simba from The Lion King as my toy.
I'm sensing that's who Simba is. We've figured it out.
From The Lion King. That will be important later. Our convertible eased onto the freeway, and for the most part, it was a pleasant and uneventful ride. I remember the loud noise of the cars and the hot wind. I first became aware of the truck as it laid on its horn behind us. I turned in the seat to see a huge grey monster of a truck tailgating us ridiculously close.
Trucks scare the fuck out of me.
They're so rude. As soon as it was safe, my mum changes to the slow lane on the right hand of the freeway, assuming he will pass us. He pulls level to our car, rolls the windows down, and begins screaming at us to pull over, in the middle of the desert, on the freeway. My mum ignores him and tells me to do the same. I remember feeling uneasy, but less scared than annoyed. Kind of like, dude, come on, this is my day to have fun. Leave us alone. Monkey. Besides, I wasn't really a stranger to angry shouting men, even at that age. Unfortunate, but
Me
true.
either. Oh my god, who is this person? Where can I be friends with them?
Right?
They're giving me.
Monkey. I think the lack of reaction irritated the man, or maybe this was his plan the entire time, but he swiftly pulls into our lane and essentially forces us off the road, onto the shoulder. My mum does her best to maintain control of the car and not make contact with the other vehicle, but that's pretty much impossible. The unmistakable crunch of metal rings out and both vehicles come to a stop. Again, on the side of a desert freeway. Not exactly anyone around to help out or places to go. My mum checks me to see if I'm okay and remains in her seat. Now, if I were her, I don't know if I would have waited to confront this man with a child in my car after that stunt. However, my ma has and always will be the tough as nails type of gal who isn't afraid of anything, especially when she feels she has been wronged. And of course, she had no idea what was to happen next. In a flash of anger and cursing, the man is at the driver's side door, screaming about the damage to his car and how it has caused it was caused because of food trash that had been flying out of the convertible, landing on his front window and blocking the view. He's in a truck. How much food trash has to be flying out?
Yeah, that's a lot of quarter pounders. There's no way.
Right?
Yeah, no.
No way. He starts demanding compensation, that my mum get out of the car and come look at his car.
Hell no.
Mm-mm. At this point, my mum refuses to get out of the car. She points at a call box a fair distance away. Remember those? And says it's best to call the cops and let them handle this. Not the answer the angry man wanted. In one fluid movement, this man grabs the back of my mother's head and once, twice, 3 times smashes it into the steering wheel, leaving her unconscious.
No.
Lifting her up like a sack of potatoes, he drops her on the side of the road and jumps into the driver's seat, keys still in the ignition, and starts the car up. I haven't yet reacted. I think I was in an absolute state of shock. It wasn't until I felt the car moving and getting back on the road that I registered what had happened. And when it hit me hard.
Oh my god.
I went ballistic.
Good.
I was no longer just annoyed with this man. I was now furious for what he did to my mum.
And also terrified because you're getting abducted.
Yeah, well, listen, I don't think that had registered at this point. It's a baby. I remember I held my stuffed Simba by the tail as I climbed out of my seat and began screaming while whipping the man in the face, trying to blind him. My battle cry, I'll always remember this, was, "You're the meanest man in the whole world!"
Oh.
I clawed and kicked and gave no care to what was going to happen to me, just that this man was going to pay.
Yes, get it.
Right? This led to a couple of things happening. First, I made it impossible to drive the car safely, and he ended up crashing into another shoulder. Second, by this time, people had started to see the combination of a woman lying on the shoulder and convertible with a Tasmanian devil of a 5-year-old beating up on some creeper.
5, fuck.
And began to alert the authorities. I don't remember too much after that. I remember the cops coming and sitting in the back of a police cruiser. They gave me a teddy bear and asked me a lot of questions. And my grandma picked me up. My mum went to the hospital where she thankfully didn't have any major damage. Just a busted nose and some whiplash. Never made it to my cousin's party and never saw the white convertible again. I'll always be thankful for my main man, Simba, having my back through all of that.
Oh. What an absolute weapon of a kid.
I know.
Like, you'd think you'd just freeze and just be like...
I know, right? They're like,
That kid said
Listen.
square up.
yeah,
What a legend.
square up. Me and Simba are going to take you out.
Hey, boo-boo.
He said that, or they said, then I don't know what the man's intentions were. Looking back and knowing the area we lived in, it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest if drugs played a major role in all of this. But yeah, creepy carjacker. Let's not meet.
Fuck, that's terrifying.
Mm-hmm. So scary.
I wouldn't even know what to do, like, in that situation. Like, with a child, I guess you just, like, don't... I don't know. I literally don't know. I just wouldn't stop the car. I don't know.
Yeah, but he ran him off the road.
Yeah, I seriously don't know.
No,
Like, I genuinely, like,
Neither.
straight up do not know
I don't
what I would
know
do.
either.
Cry? Probably cry.
Yeah.
Call the police? I don't know.
Well, I guess I'm assuming that this is in a time when mobiles weren't a thing.
Yeah, fuck in the desert too. Shit.
Yeah.
That's so scary.
Right. So spooky.
Maybe once,
don't know
like,
about
you, like, pull off, and then once he pulls off, and then once he gets out of the car, then speed off. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess it depends on where he's pulled up. Like, if he's next to you or behind you or whatever. Like, but, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I would do. That's really scary.
Far out.
Bug.
I know, look at Pugsley.
He's having a lovely
My
snuggle with his
feet are
mama.
asleep. But he doesn't care.
No, of course not.
Every time he moves, the fart, like, wafts up.
Do you think he's, like, continuing to fart?
No, I
It's
think,
just one long fart.
I think it's just trapped under there. Puggy.
He does have a lot of pudge. Alrighty. We are on to our final category and story.
Woo!
So, this is animals who have saved the day. Our heroes. This one, the cat tries to warn us.
Is it you, Bubby?
Yeah, I wanted to start off with a cat one because there's so many dog ones, but I'm like, listen, cats are heroes too.
Yeah, you're my hero.
Yeah,
You're
he's
my
a
hero. You saved my life, boo boo. Oh, you want microphone? Say hi. It's Puggy. Hello.
Okay.
Okay.
Never mind.
Anyway.
I grew up in a small rural town where nothing ever happens. The sort of place where it wasn't unusual to leave your doors unlocked and your closest neighbours are a mile or so from your house. Our family also had this giant old cat, Tag, who was a bit of a drama queen, but we loved him.
Sounds like
Someone
we know.
Mm-hmm. One summer, when I was around 9 or 10 years old, the cat starts going ballistic. Tag generally slept in my room, curled up next to me until I fell asleep, and then would get up to doing whatever cat things he did at night. Occasionally, he would meow or try to wake me up on unfortunate nights where he could see the bottom of his food bowl and needed a midnight snack. Usually, if I ignored him, he would give up, or rarely would go to try and wake up my mum instead.
Imagine what that would be like, having cats that give up if their food bowls are empty.
Oh my goodness. No idea. Can't
Like,
relate.
I don't think these three knew the meaning of giving up.
No. You especially, sir.
They
are
wail
relentless.
like they're being tortured.
But then he like jumps up on my bedside table and just knocks shit off.
Puggy knocks stuff off with his hands. I mean, paws. You know what I mean?
He'll just start smacking shit off.
Look at him.
Oh, sweet angel.
This is perfect for our first episode because it's a Puggy.
Yeah. Buggy bug.
This is Pugsley, by the way. We didn't even say his name. We've just been going, Puggy bug.
No. It's Pugsley.
This is Pugsley Prince.
Mm-hmm. So, this night, however, he bangs against my parents' door until he gets in and is meowing loud enough to wake us up. That's hard to like open a door. He must have like broken.
I don't know. They open my door all the time.
Do they?
Oh, wait. Was it like locked?
I think it was like closed.
Oh.
So he's like smashed into it.
He probably opened it with the handle.
Cats can do that.
Yeah,
They
I know.
Figure that
They
out.
do.
I'm surprised he hasn't figured that out.
He
yet.
has.
Has he?
Yeah. By accident, he did it once.
Oh,
He like stretched up there and then the door opened and he was like, fuck.
yeah.
But I think he shit himself. He was like, what the hell? I know.
Sweet boy. Our bedroom doors were next to each other, and I called to Tag to come to bed because it's about 2 a.m. He is having none of it and is carrying on. My mum gets up and goes down to the kitchen, then huffs back up with Tag on her heels, still meowing insanely.
I thought you was going to say tag on her hip. That would be me.
Okay, but I have carried Puggy around like that. He went through a phase where that's the only way that he wanted to be held.
Yeah, he wanted to be held on people's hips like a toddler.
And he would like whinge and then reach up, and I'd pick him up and I'd just carry him around doing that.
On our hip.
Yeah.
Bobby.
So weird. She said his bowl had plenty of food and he just walked her to the door of the kitchen. Tag was an indoor...
He's trying to show you something.
Yeah.
I would absolutely straight away shit my pants.
Oh, same.
If in the middle of the night, one of them came and got me and then were meowing and then walked me to the front door, I would shit myself.
Oh, I would shit at my pants immediately.
Especially because Hannah works night shift, so a lot of the... I mean, most of the time, I'm here by myself alone with... By myself alone. alone part 2. With them. If they did that, I would literally freak.
Yep. Crazy. So Tag was an indoor-outdoor cat, but had his own cat door through the garage. So there was no need for one of us to let him out. My mum said my brother must have left the kitchen door open and just the screen door was shut. But she wasn't holding it open forever for the cat to just stand there and not go out. She shut the kitchen door and went back to sleep.
Oh, so she thought, oh crap, like someone's like he can't get out kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yep, get it.
Yep. So she shut the kitchen door and went back to sleep, firmly shutting her bedroom door this time. So Tag couldn't let himself back into their room. Oh, so it must have just been closed over. Okay, that makes sense. I always kept treats for him in my room and offered him one, but he was still meowing at their door, trying to get them up. I grabbed him and brought him into my room and shut my door to try and get him to sleep. I lay in bed trying to go back to sleep.
Yeah, good luck doing that with a cat. They will not.
No, they just get up and run away. I lay in bed trying to go back to sleep and Tag meows at my door wanting back out. I finally open my door and he bolts back downstairs towards the kitchen, and that's when I heard what sounded like a door slamming. I have 3 older siblings though, and someone is always up watching TV or running to the bathroom, so I think nothing of it. The cat finally stalks back into my room, but instead of curling up in my armpit like usual, he sat at the bottom of my bed staring at my door. I fell asleep until morning, and when some commotion wakes me up, and I pad down to the kitchen to find my parents on the phone with the police. They got up as usual to get ready for work, and while making coffee, my mum went to grab her rings from the little jewellery dish she had in the sink because she would take them off in the evenings to rinse dishes and load the dishwasher. But discovered the dish was empty this morning. Small town, so the sheriff sends a deputy over, and when my dad walks out to meet them, sees the ATV is missing from out the back. The key is off the key ring. My brothers are all up at this point too, and we were all freaked out that while we were sleeping, some robber came in and removed the ATV key and saw an opportunity to take Mum's rings.
Holy fuck.
They were asking if we had any clue when it happened. And
I would have been like, ask Tag.
Right?
The cat knows.
Tell the cat. Ask
The cat's like, meow, 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 meow.
That'll be pee-pee. Yeah. My mum's asked my middle brother, who was a freshman in college and home for the summer, what time he ended up off the couch last night and if he heard anything. He said he went to bed at 10 or 11 and asked what she meant as his bedroom was in the basement and he wouldn't have heard anything in the kitchen. She said, but you were in the living room off the kitchen when I went to feed the cat and shut the door. You left the door open. And I told you not to sleep on the couch and to go to bed as I went back upstairs.
Fuck off. So wait, the robber's just having a kip? No, seriously.
Maybe, I don't know.
Or like you think he's heard and just gone flat on the couch.
Probably. I would say so.
That's fucking terrifying.
Yep. He told Mum he was in the basement since dinner and never went out or came upstairs again.
Fuck.
He watched a movie in the basement living room before going to bed in his own bedroom. She goes white and realizes that the cat must have been trying to warn us. Someone came into the house and the Robert? Robert
the robber.
Listen, if your name's Robert, you have no choice.
It's a pipeline.
And the robber dove onto the couch and covered up to hide. When she
It's giving like the Grandma and Little Red Riding Hood. It's not funny.
And the robber's like...
Do you think the tag was like, just going to catch a bird? Holy fluff!
Wait a second! You don't belong here!
Oh my god.
Monkey. And covered up to hide when she came into the kitchen.
Under her blanket. Ah! So stupid.
And exited after she went back to bed. Hey, maybe stupid, but it worked.
Yeah, it did work. True.
The cops said for someone to be so brazen, they
Yeah.
probably knew our family, knew our habits, but didn't count on the cat being so overprotective and had probably intended to steal more, but was afraid the cat may wake up the whole
Imagine
house.
being the fucking robber and you're trying to take the rings, you're like, and all you hear is, whoa, whoa, because that's cats like wail. If you don't have a cat, you won't understand, because I never had cats until we rescued our babies. I've only ever had dogs growing up. They wail.
They do. And they're
Like,
relentless.
Oh, relentless. Like, wah, 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 wah. And it's like, and it's resonant.
It is.
It's fucking crazy.
It is. Especially you, sir.
Especially you, Bubby.
Yeah. That'd be you. You say,
I know. This cat's all but setting the fucking alarm system. I swear to God.
I know.
This cat's about to call 911.
Yeah.
What a legend of a cat.
Cat's like, if only I had thumbs.
Literally.
It has been 20 years since this happened, and the robber was never caught, but it is unnerving to think it was probably someone who had been to our home before as a friend. Thank God for our cat. Good job, Tag.
Good job, Bobby.
Good job,
Good
sweetheart.
job, lamb chop.
You did good. Well,
Imagine how infuriated he would be. He'd be like, get the fuck up. You wouldn't believe it, but there's a fucking robber on the couch.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, shut up, Tag. Like, who cares that you can't go outside? And he's like,
I am helping you.
literally.
So fine, I won't ever do anything ever again. Screw you guys.
When the police rock up, Tag's like,
Tag just goes like bites in their direction.
yeah. Hi, baby. Hi, baby, baby, baby. I'm so in love with him.
Anyway, so that is the end.
That's our first episode.
That's all my stories.
That's all. Oh my God, we should totally cheers on that.
Yeah.
My legs are so asleep. I think I fear they'll be amputated.
Yes.
Happy first episode to our cozy corner of hell. I'm excited. This is like fun. It'll be fun.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be fun.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow us. All the stuff will be down in the description. So all the dates and our personal Instagrams. And you know what? We'll whack in Pugsley and Pudding and Penelope's Instagram as well.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Why not?
But we love you and thank you for tuning in. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.